Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you are healthy, wealthy, and wise. Students, the world is changing rapidly with every passing moment. The goals of education are therefore required to be reshaped with the changing need of time. In this respect, we always try to develop our students. Students, the study or education is important for us. So, in between, we have to just set up a kind of balance between playing and studies. So we should focus on studies also. Students, we know that study is essential for us. So we have to devote our time definitely in the direction of our studies. As you know, in previous lectures, so many queries were there regarding classwork copy and homework copies. Students, you may be acquainted with the copies. First one copy is meant for number system, chapter number 1, which is taught by myself. Second copy, classwork copy will be there, and that will be meant for Malik sir, and he is taking chapter number 2, polynomial. And you are required one more copy, that is for assignment of both the chapters, number system and polynomials. It means what? In aggregate, you are required at present 3 copies, 2 for classwork and third copy will be meant for assignment. So I think there should not be any sort of confusion regarding these copies. Now, in previous lectures we have studied about exercise 1.1 and 1.2. Now we have to start our studies and continue the solving questions of exercises. Let us start exercise 1.3. The first one is write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion each has. So this question has 2 parts. First at all, we have to note down decimal form of rational numbers. As you know, in previous lectures, I explained you that every rational number can be converted into decimal form. If you convert rational numbers into decimal form, so ultimately we have 2 types of decimals. One is terminating decimal and second one is non-terminating repeating decimal. First one is terminating decimal and second one is non-terminating repeating decimal. These 2 types of decimals are there. So we have to decide whether this one is terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. So this question has 2 parts. The first part contains decimal representation and second part your judgment regarding the decimal expression. So let us see one by one. The first part of the question is 36 upon 100. It means what? 36 is divided by 100. If 36 is divided by 100, what will be decimal form? This is the question. And this can be solved by 2 ways. One method is long division method, which one is given here. Second shortcut method is also there. If the numbers are divided by 10, by 100 or by 1000. If the numbers are divided by 10, 100 or 1000, how can we divide this directly? See, in 100 how many number of zeros are there? So ultimately the number of zeros are 2. So we have to shift decimal 2 digit before, means 2 digit to left side. Now see, can you locate the place of decimal in 36? So obviously it has been taught that decimal is just after 36. If decimal is not there, so it is hidden there and it is just after the number. So after the number it is hidden, and this can be noted down 36 point, and it will be 0, 0, 0. You may write it. Number of zeros you may write according to the requirement. There is no limit. To note down after putting point, you may write infinite number of zero, but as per the requirement. So here it can be noted down 36.0. Now it is divided by 100. Number of zeros in 100 is 2. That's why this decimal will be shifted 2 digit before. According to the number of zeros, the decimal is shifted to left side. So how many zeros are there? So ultimately you observe that only 2 zeros are there. So this decimal will be shifted where? Like that, and it will go before 3. So what result will be there? 0.36. It is 0.36, and before the point, if no number is there, so ultimately what to do? We have to put 0 there. So this becomes 0.36. Since here 100 is given, if 36 upon 10 is there, what to do? So at that time it would be number of 0 in 10 would be only 1. So this decimal will be shifted how many digit? Only 1 digit. Why? Because 10 contains only 1 0. So decimal will be shifted to left side. How many digit? Only 1. If it is shifted here, there, so it will become 3.6 when 36 is divided by only 10. So it will be 3.6. Since it is divided by 100, so decimal will be shifted 2 digit before the number, or it will be shifted to left hand side. So ultimately it will be 0.36, and this method is shortcut method. You can apply it to save the time, to save your energy. Second process is there, long division method. As you know, 36 is divided by 100. It will be noted down like that. Now 36 is less than 100. What to do? It must be greater than 100. What to do? We have to take next digit after the decimal. But you should be cautious regarding taking the digits after the decimal. Here it is decimal, and after decimal, if we are going to take next digit, in quotient we have to put point there. Only then we can take the digit after decimal. In quotient we have put here decimal. Now which digit is there? After decimal it is 0. We can write there. So that will be 360 now. Now we have to recite the decimal, recite the table of 100 in such a way that it should not be greater than 360. It may be equal to 360 or less than 360, but not greater than 360. So what to do? We have to recite the table. 100 ja 100, 200, 100 2 ja 200, 100 3 ja 300, 100 4 ja 400, but 4 ja will not be taken. Why? Because 400 is greater than 360. So what to do? We have to recite the table of 100 how many times? 3 times. It becomes 300. Now what to do? After reciting the table and penning down just below 360, 300, we have to subtract. You know the process of division. So it would be better to go to next step. So what to do? We have to subtract here. 0 minus 0 is 0. 6 minus 0 is 6. 3 minus 3 is 0. And that would not be taken here. It will be cross. Again we have to recite the table of 100. But see, it is 60 here. So ultimately, if decimal part is taken, so 1 0 will be taken and it will go continuously and we can take 1 0 1 after 1. We are free to take next 0. So after 60, if 1 0 is taken, it will become 600. Again we have to recite the table of 100, so that the table recitation of table should not be greater than 600. So 100 6 are exactly 600. It should be equal to or less than 600. Equal may also be taken. So 100 6 are 600. So 6 is noted down. We have to subtract. So 600 subtracted from 600, so that will be 0 here, and since 0 is there, so we put cross. We know the process of division. Now it is remarkable here to point out what value of remainder is there. So you may see the value of remainder is 0. So if the value of remainder is 0, it means what? The process of division is completed. So ultimately this type of decimal, when the process of division is completed, there is no value of remainder, so such decimal comes in the category of terminating decimal. See, 0.36 and 0.36, after that the value of remainder is 0. So this 0.36 is a terminating decimal. Now see, second part of the question. What is second part of the question? It is 1 upon 11. How can we simplify 1 upon 11? 1 is taken here. 1 divided by 11. Now we have to divide 1 by 11. So we have to recite the table. Since 1 is smaller than 11, so we have to take next digit. And before taking next digit, it is a point here. Just after 1, it is a point. Clear? It is remarkable here. You point and then 0. 1.0 can be noted down. So if point comes, so we put point in where? In quotient. The point is put here. Now it is 10. After taking one digit more, it is compulsory for you to recite the table of 11 or recite the table of divisor. It is compulsory for you. When you are taking next digit in the process of division. Now we have to recite the table of 11, not more than 10. So 11 1 ja 11, that is greater than how much? 10. 1 ja is greater. So what to do? We put here 0, because 11 1 ja 11 and 11 is greater than 10. So 11 0 ja what will come? That will be 0. So 0, after taking 0, we do not write here 0. Directly we take next digit, and next digit is what? 0 here. Next digit is 0. See here. We have taken. Now it is 100. This 0 is, why do we take this 0? Because 10 is smaller than 11. If we recite the table of 11, so 11 1 ja 11, that will be greater than 10, and it must be less than or equal to 10. So what to do? 11 0 ja 0, 10 minus 0 is 10. Now if 10 minus 0 is subtracted there, so what will be there? It will be ultimately 10, and again we have to take next 0, next digit, and which digit is there? Ultimately only 0 is there. After taking, it becomes 100. Now we have to recite the table of 11 so that it may not be greater than 100. It may be equal or less than 100. So 11 9 ja 99, 11 10 ja it will be 110, and 10 ja table is not taken, only up to maximum table up to 9 is taken. So 11 9 ja 99, it will be 9 ja 99, 1 is there. See, 1 is coming as the remainder, the value of remainder. It is the value of remainder, and the value of remainder is 1. The journey was started from 1. Again we received the same digit. It means the same digit will be there. If we recite again, 0 will be there. So same digit is coming here. So it will again come 0, then 9, again 0, then 9, means 0.090909 and so on. If it is repeated there, so we put simply bar. If our journey is started from 1 and the value of remainder is there, so ultimately what to do? We have to put a bar here, and this will be what? 0.09 bar. Clear? This bar is completing only 2 digits, 0 and 9. This 0 will not be there, only it will be, bar will be there before 0 and 9. Now this 1 upon 11 equals 0.09 bar. Now see, in this process, every time the value of remainder is not 0 here. Always you will get a kind of remainder greater than 0. If this type of decimal is there, so that comes in the category of non-terminating, and this one is repeating. Which one is repeating? 090909. So this one is in the category of non-terminating repeating decimal. So 1 upon 11 equals what? 0.09, and this one is non-terminating repeating. Why is it non-terminating repeating? Because the value of remainder is not 0. That's why this process will continue, and ultimately you will not get the value of remainder as 0. That's why this one is non-terminating repeating decimal. Now come to the third part. Third part is 4 whole 1 upon 8. What meaning of this fraction is there? Meaning of this one is there, it is 1 upon 8 more than 4. So this can be noted down 4 plus 1 upon 8. Now 4 is already whole number. So only we have to find out what decimal representation of 1 upon 8 is there. There is no need to multiply then divide by 8. Although that process is also correct one, but that one is very lengthy process. So what to do? We have to note down this one, 4 plus 1 upon 8. In between plus sign is there. So only we will convert 1 upon 8. That will be in decimal form. If you convert 1 upon 8, so here by long process, see 1 is divided by 8. After 1 which part is there? Decimal. So decimal will be there, put in quotient part. So we put decimal here, and what will be noted down here? We can take 0. After decimal we can take 0 as much as we require. So we require here, so it is 8 1 ja 8, 8 2 ja 16, but 16 is greater than 10. So we have to recite here only 1 ja, so 8 1 ja 8, 1 ja is noted down here. Now 8 is subtracted from 10, so that is 2 here, and we have to take next digit, and which next digit is taken here? Always we may write here 0 0 0, so many 0 can be noted down. You may write so many 0. Now second 0 will be noted down here. So this becomes 20. Again we have to recite, if we take next digit, so it is compulsory for you to recite the table of divisor. And which divisor is there here? It is 8 here. Now we have to recite the table of 8. Now 8 2 ja, what will come? 16. If 16 is subtracted from 20, it comes 4. Now this 0 will be noted down. See. Now after 4, 0 is there, the total number is 40. Again we have to recite the table of 8, which is equal to 40 or less than 40, but not greater than 40. So exactly it is 8 5 ja 40. Now 40 subtracted from 40, and this value of remainder is what? Again 0. If value of remainder is 0, so ultimately this type of decimal is terminating decimal. Why? Because the value of remainder is 0. So this type of decimal is, so ultimately what will be there? So 4 will be noted down as it is 4, plus will be as 4, and 1 upon 8 is 0.125. So 4 plus 0.125. Now see, if you add 4 plus 0.125, what will come? It will be 4.125. And which type of decimal is it? This one is terminating decimal. Why? How can you decide? Because the value of remainder is 0. In this way, we have calculated part first, part second, part third. Now, on the basis of this long division process, firstly you will note down question. 50% you will utilize in writing question. 50% you will utilize of your copy of the page. In long division, both the work will be done in fair column. 50% for decimal representation and 50% will be utilized in which purpose? For division purpose, long division purpose. So part number 1, part number 2, part number 3 is discussed here. Now some more parts are there because it contains 6 parts. So rest, part number 4, part number 5 and part number 6 you will perform in your classwork copy, in the same copy, but you will solve and try yourself. I have solved part number 1, 2 and 3. Here, on the basis of this one, firstly you will solve part number 1, then you will solve part number 2, then third part. Afterward, 3 parts you have to solve yourself. And this one is homework, but you will perform this homework in which copy? In the same copy, classwork. So, you will solve part number 4, part number 5 and part number 6 of question number 1 in your classwork copy, and this one is meant for you. I have explained what process of division is there. On the basis of this one, firstly you will convert into decimal. Secondly, you have to decide which type of decimal is it, whether it is terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. And you know the process how to put bar here. You have been taught in previous classes. Here I also explained the process how to put decimal. So these type of decimals are either terminating or non-terminating repeating decimals. In this way, you will solve all parts of question number 1 in your copy. Now we have to discuss about question number 2. See, question number 2, you know that 1 upon 7 equals 0.142857 bar. Can you predict what the decimal expansion of 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7 are without actually doing the long division? If so, how? Your answer should be yes. We can give the answer of rest part without actual division or without long division. How is it possible? Let us consider. See, the value of 1 upon 7 is given here. The value of 1 upon 7 is what? 0.142857 bar. Bar is also there. It is covering how many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It means what? In repeated block, how many digits are there? There are 6 digits in repeated block. So, we have to find out value of 2 upon 7. 1 upon 7 is what? 0.142857. So, what value of 2 upon 7 when actual division is not done? We have to see how can we solve this question. So this can be noted down, 2 upon 7 can be noted down, 2 multiplied by 1 upon 7 means what value of 1 upon 7 is there, that value will be multiplied by 2. See, 2 multiplied by the value of 1 upon 7, and what value of 1 upon 7 is there? 0.142857 bar. So we have to note down 2 multiplied by 0.142857. If this value is multiplied by 2, so ultimately we multiply by the simple process. What will come? 2 7 ja 14. What value of carry is there? 1. 2 5 ja 10. And carry, the value of carry is 1. So it will be 1. 2 8 ja 16. The carry is 1. So this will be 17. 2 2 ja 4. 1 carry 5. 2 4 ja 8. 8 noted down. And 2 1 ja 2. If this value is multiplied by 2, so the value is 0.285714, but it is remarkable there you have to put this bar. So here also after point it will be bar covering how many digits? The first one is covering how many digits? 6. So this will also cover 6 digit. So 2 upon 7 means 2 into the value of 1 upon 7. 2 into 0.142857, and this one equals 0.285714. Now see, after multiplication, one thing is remarkable here. See, how many digits are applied here? 1 4 2 8 5 7. The same digits are here, but their places are being changed. See, 2, so 2 is here, 8 is here, 5 is here, 7 is here, 1 is here, 4 is here. It means every time the same digit will come, but their places will be changed. Now see, we have to calculate the value of 3 upon 7. So 3 upon 7 means 3 multiplied by the value of 1 upon 7. This equals 3 multiplied by the value of 1 upon 7 is 0.142857 bar. Now this value will be multiplied by 3. So it will come 0.428571. Again, it is covering 6 digit. So this bar will also cover 6 digit. Means in repeated block 6 digits will be there. These 6 digits are being repeated again and again. So this bar will cover 6 digits. So what will be there? 3 upon 7 equals 0.428571. If you multiply this one by 3, so ultimately this result will be there. By the same way, by the same process, or similarly, 4 by 7 equals 4 multiplied by the value of 4 upon 7. That equals 4, the value of 1 upon 7 is 142857. If this value is multiplied by 4, so ultimately what will come? 0.571428. Clear? How many digits are here? 6 digits are there. Here it will also cover 6 digits. These digits are the same, but only their places are being changed. By the same pattern, 5 by 7 can be noted down. 5 multiplied by 1 upon 7. This equals 5 into the value of 1 by 7. If you multiply this one by 5, you will get 0.714285. See, how many digits are there? 6 are there. So this repeating block will cover how many digits? 6 digits. So bar will be there covering 6 digits. In the same pattern, you can solve the value of 6 by 7 equals 6 multiplied by the value of 1 upon 7. So this one equals 6 multiplied by 0.142857. If you multiply this value into 6, so it will be 0.857142 and bar will be there. Generally what happens, what mistake is done by the students, they put here bar, but after multiplication they avoid bar, putting bar. So that is wrong answer. This bar will cover 6 digit here. After multiplication, here also you have to put bar. Here also after multiplication, putting bar covering 6 digit. Here also the result, so putting bar covering 6 digits. Here also in repeating block there should be how many digits? 6 digits, and this repeating block will cover how many digits? 6 digits. So never forget to put this bar. Ultimately your question will be solved by this process. Students, let us consider question number 3. What is question number 3? Express the following in form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. It means what? The meaning of this question is there. Every terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal can be converted into rational form. P means P by Q form, where P by Q and Q is not equal to 0. Means it can be converted into fractional form. Meaning of this question is, in nutshell, you can convert this in P by Q form means in numerator upon denominator form. Now, let us consider the first part of this question is 0.6 bar. So first at all, we have to observe that whether the point is just close to the bar or not. Now observe here, the location of point is just close to the bar. If this type of situation is there, this type of condition is there, so we try to observe how many digits are being repeated in repeating block. See, in repeating block only 6 is being repeated. 0.6 means what? 0.6 6 6 dot 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 means this will be continued up to infinite. So which digit is being repeated here? 6 is being repeated here. See, this can be noted down 0.666 and so on. This can be there dot dot dot, and generally we put dot either 3 dot or multiple of 3 dot. So don't waste your time, only put how many dots? 3 dots. No need to write multiple of 3 dots because next multiple is 6. So why are you wasting your time? So you have to put only 3 times 0.666 dot 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 3 times. Clear? Now observe. So this will be supposed let x equals 0.6 and bar is there. Now we have to observe this one is mind work. In here, in number of digits in repeated block. Repeated block means how many digits are being repeated in repeating block. How many digits are there? Only 6 is being repeated here. So only 1 digit is there. Suppose if only 1 digit is there, let x equals 0.6 bar, so only 1 digit is being repeated here. If 1 digit is there, so that equation, this will be supposed as equation number 1, and equation number 1 will be multiplied by 10. Why 10? How can we decide this? According to the number of digits in repeated block. You may remark here, you may focus here, how many digits are here? Only 1 digit. If only 1 digit is there, so that equation will be multiplied by 10. Suppose 2 digits are being repeated in repeating block. What to do? We have to multiply the equation by 100. Do you follow? Suppose 3 digits are being repeated. What to do? We have to multiply that equation by 1000. It will be 1000 here. So one more 0 will be there. This will be multiplied by, this one will be 10,000. If 4 digits are there. According to the number of digits, the number of zeros are kept here. One followed by such number of 0 will be there. As much as the number of digits are being repeated. What followed by how many 0? It depends upon the number of digits in repeated block. If 1 digit is being repeated, So 1 followed by 1 0. If 2 digits are there, so that equation will be multiplied by 1 followed by 2 0. If 3 digits are there, so that equation will be multiplied 1 followed by 3 0. If 4 digits are being repeated, so that equation will be multiplied by 1 followed by 4 0. What meaning is there? An equation is being multiplied here. X equals 0.6 bar. This is a kind of equation. And you know, equation is the relationship of two sides. It is left hand side, this one is right hand side. So if you are going to multiply by any number in an equation, what to do? We have to multiply left hand side as well as right hand side. So from here to there, it is only for mind work. You have to decide this. This one is not a fair work. If number of digits in repeated block is 1, so that equation will be multiplied by 10. 2 digits to multiplied by 100. 3 digits to multiplied by 1000. 4 digits multiplied by 10,000. So this total work from here to there in this box, this one is only for mind work. You have to think in your mind. After this line, you have to start here. This one is equation number 1. Now equation number 1 will be multiplied by which number? 10. Can you tell me what reason is there? Why are we multiplying here by 10? So obviously, you may observe there, only one digit is being repeated. So it will be 1 followed by 1 0. Suppose here 2 digits are there. So 1 followed by 2 0, and that equation will be multiplied by 100. Clear? So you may understand what reason is there. Equation number 1 is multiplied only by 10, not by 100 and not by 1000. I think you may understand this. Now you have to multiply left hand side. What is left hand side? This one is x. If x is multiplied by 10, so that will become 10x. Equal will be equal mark. Now understand the meaning of 0.6. See, here in the column I have noted down 0.6 bar. What meaning is there? This will be expanded. This can be noted down 0.666 dot dot dot. Clear? If you multiply 0.666 by 10, so what will be there? After multiplication, the decimal will be shifted 1 digit to right hand side. Why 1 digit? Because after 1, how many digits are here? Only 1 0 is there. If only 1 0 is there, so this decimal will be shifted 1 digit. If 2 zeros are there, so this decimal will be shifted to 2 digits. If 3 zeros are there, so this decimal will be shifted to how many digits? 3 digits. It depends upon 1 followed by how many zeros are there. Now see, 1 followed by only 1 0 is there. So this decimal will be shifted to right hand side, and how many digits? Only 1 0 is there according to the number of 0. So only 1 digit will be shifted to right side. If this decimal comes 1 digit to right side, so what will be there? 6.66 dot dot dot. So what will be there? That can be noted down 6.6 bar. It means what? If 0.6 is multiplied by 10, it will be there 6.6 and bar will also be there. So this will become 6.6 and bar will be there. I think you understand this. If any difficulty is there, you may ask once again. Now see, this will be considered as equation number 2. This one is equation number 1. We have to suppose let x equals 0.6 bar. This one is equation number 1. Now equation 1 is multiplied by 10, and you know why is it multiplied by 10? So this one becomes 10x equals 6.6 bar. This one is equation number 2. What to do? Now equation number 1 will be subtracted from equation number 2. Keep in mind, equation number first will be subtracted from equation number 2. From second. See the terminology. What words are being used here? You have to subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. Now left side will be subtracted from left side, and the right side will be subtracted from right side. See, now this x will be subtracted from 10x. If you subtract 1x from 10x, how many x will be there? It will be 9x. Obviously 10 minus 1 equals what? It is 9. So this is easiest way. 10x minus 1x, this becomes 9x. Now 6.6 bar minus 0.6 bar. So 6 bar and 6 bar will be cancelled, that will become 0. And point will be at the place of point. If 0 is subtracted from this 6, it will be 6. Are you sure? Now this one becomes 9x equals 6.0. Clear? After point, if 0 is there, so there is no importance of that 0. So we can write this 9x equals simply 6. Now this 9 will be transposed to which side? Right hand side. Here it is in the form of multiplication. When it goes to right side, it is the part of opposite mathematical operation, and opposite mathematical operation of multiplication is division. It will go in division. So this x equals 6 will be noted on 6, and this 9 will go in denominator. Here it is in the form of multiplication, it will go there in the form of division. So 6 upon 9, and 6 upon 9 is not in standard form. I explained in previous lecture what is standard form and what is not a standard form. If you have converted into P by Q form, so that is not your ultimate answer. So you have to write the answer in which form? Standard form. Although this one is converted into P by Q form, but this P by Q form is not in standard form. That's why we have to convert this 6 upon 9 into standard form. Now 6 and 9 both are divisible by 3. Now 3 2 is 6 and 3 3 is 9. If you are reducing numerator with 3, it is compulsory for you to reduce denominator also with the same number, with the same factor. So which number is reducing here? 3. So 9 will also be reduced or cut by 3. So this will become 2 by 3. Now see, this x equals 2 upon 3. And what is x here? We have supposed that x equals 0.6 bar. It means what? In the place of x, what can we note it down there? 0.6 bar. So in the place of x, what I will note it down here? 0.6 bar equal to 2 by 3. Once again try to follow, because this type of question is very important and these type of questions are asked in examination. Once again try to follow. See, this one is given only 0.6 bar. So we have to suppose that this 0.6 is equal to x. Let x equals 0.6 bar. This one is behind as equation number 1. Now second time we have to observe whether this decimal is just close to bar or not. So first at all we have to put this decimal close to bar, but fortunately it is already given before the bar, just close to bar, so there would not be any additional work. Now we have to decide how many digits are repeated here or how many digits are there in repeated block. So you may observe here in repeated block only one digit is there, 6 is being repeated, so only one digit is being repeated. If one digit is being repeated, so this equation number 1 will be multiplied by 1 followed by 1 0. Suppose 2 digits are there which are given in repeating block. Suppose what will be there? In that case, that equation will be multiplied 1 followed by 2 0. Suppose if 3 digits are being repeated, so you have to multiply the equation by 1 followed by 3 0. If 4 digits are there, so that equation will be multiplied by 1 followed by 4 0. I think you understand my feelings, my statement. By this process, how many digits are being repeated here? Only one digit. It means this equation will be multiplied 1 followed by 1 0. If 1 followed by 1 0 is there, so that number is 10. So equation number 1 is multiplied by 10. You know, if any equation is multiplied by any number, you have to multiply left hand side as well as right hand side. Only then the process of multiplication will be completed. It means what? You have to multiply left hand side by 10. If x is multiplied by 10, what value will be there? It will be 10x. If 0.6 bar is multiplied by 10, so decimal will be shifted where? One digit to right side. So it will be 6.6 and bar will be there. Because 6 is repeated again and again. So it will be 6.6 bar. Means 6.666 dot 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 up to infinite. So this will become 6.6 and this will be behaved as equation number second. Clear? Now what to do? Now two equations are there. So next time what to do? We have to subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. Keep in mind. Focus here. Equation number 1 is subtracted from equation number 2. Means left side 10x is subtracted by 1x. If you subtract 1x from 10x, it will be 9x. In the same pattern, you have to subtract right hand side. If 6.6 bar is there and from 6.6 if you subtract 0.6 bar, so 6 bar will cancel to 6 bar, that will become 0. Point will be just below point. And 6 minus 0 is what? 6. It means what? 10x minus 1x is 9x. 6.6 bar minus 0.6 bar, that is equal to 6. It means what? Transpose this 9 where? To which side? Right hand side. Here it is in the form of multiplication. It will go in form of division. So that will be 6 by 9. Since 6 by 9 is not in standard form, so we have to convert in standard form. 3 2 is 6, 3 3 is 9. Now this x equals 2 upon 3 and what is x? 0.6 bar. So 0.6 bar equals 2 by 3 which is given in form of p by q. In this way we have to solve other parts.